Kyler starting off with the throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Here's Bristow on the ground for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We give to Hall on the draw. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. He Myers, and he's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down drop. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, when they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Swim. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short. Go, 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 go. Go. We send a man in motion. From the gun on this 3rd down, it's Murray. Next with his back, Hall. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving. Hey!
Easy. From the gun, it's Hall. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
Kyler throwing here. And oh, he got it! Interception! Kirby Joseph picks it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Get set.
Purdy throwing here to start. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Back to the air on second. Purdy. To his back. J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 33.
First down, Purdy to throw. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. This one taken in by Kraft. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. This is caught inside the 15. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get the game's first points here in the second. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Come on.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They give on second to Hall. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
It's fielded at the 14. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Marshall there to bring it in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. First and 10 from the 43.
Get set.
First and 10.
The gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Escapes the pocket. Looking right, throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Get set, get set.
Purdy on first down. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Yellow.
To the air again. Purdy. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Colts get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. On is Little for the extra point. Point after is up and through. And the Colts double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He's going to push one deep down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's going to start protecting the football.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Short pass brought in. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Colts.
53.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Escapes the pocket. Fighting forward for about 7. Nearly got that first. Now we're going to see if they try for it on 4th down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil. Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1.
Outside.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1.
Get set. Get set. Rouse up. Kid. Yellow. Yellow.
They'll throw for it. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts boat racing them to the halftime locker room. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Tucker now on the return. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They start to drive it home. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
Murray on 3rd down. He throws a bullet to the center of the big game downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, it requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, because he just showed it off.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in him here on 3rd and goal? He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he gets in, touchdown! The Dolphins get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown! One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game.
Dolphins 7.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Get set. Yellow. I need tip. Yellow.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Absolutely fires this one, right? That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. On is Little for the extra point. Point after splits the uprights. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looks like a design keeper for Murray. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. See what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Craig Woodson. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
First down only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you play a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds, or he could get the first down.
They're going play action. It's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. Took off with it again. He'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
Play action now, Murray. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. The 30. Hits the 20. Made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner. The broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Run on first down. Here's Murray. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. They need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Headed out right. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Murray. Forced out to his right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's loaded another one. He's got it at the 30. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a 3-possession game. On his Little for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knockaway. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
That's complete inside the 35. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Completes this one to Kraft. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 1 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Yellow. Here we go. Yellow.
Third and long, Purdy. Pass taken in by Marshall. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Colts.
First down throw by Purdy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
This one taken in by Kraft. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Out of his own end zone, here's Murray. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Hey, hold on. Come on.
Throwing again here from the end zone. Hauled in by Myers. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Air it out on 3rd. And downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. Goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Another throw coming from Murray. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. So there's a flag on the field. So not just the yardage block, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long.
Big ace open. Big ace.
Throwing again, Murray. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Play action now. Murray vacates quickly left side. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They got him to bite and jump off sides. It's a rare thing to see that actually work, and it gives them this 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Murray to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Hauled in down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
From the gun, it's Murray. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
31. Dolphins, 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy on 1st down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Craig Woodson.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Hall. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle. Whole game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now here he goes on the boot. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Oh no, they get him yet again! Kicked off by Damone Clark. And they're going to score. Pick 6, Indianapolis. Throwing at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and can do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Tucker now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Put the body on the line for his team. For somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. 1st and 10. Gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Trying to push deep downfield. Catch is made in close. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. So they got their offense back out there. They're going for 2. This would get it back within a score. Back to the air, Murray. And he'll get in. The 2-point try successful. Now they trail by 7. Okay, partner, in that spot, you know you got to go for it there. Make it a one-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for 2?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. And we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 two-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. A gift to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tacklers in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
On second down, here's Dobbins. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Back to throw it. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And it is a first down for the Colts, and they can go ahead now and breathe easy. They're going to win this ball game. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're going to pass it here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And now probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play.